Hell of a fight. Morrell's a hell of a fighter. Benavidez, hell of a fighter. And, proud of both guys going in there, giving the fans, a big fight. That's what it's about. The best fighting the best. Two guys who don't.
Technically, it was a knockdown, but it didn't really hurt Benavidez. And then, I think Morrell was just defending himself. Benavidez threw a few shots after the bell. So, Morrell just.
I couldn't care less about predictions, but both Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev recently shared their thoughts on the fight, offering insight into how they see the matchup. While both champions expressed respect for the fighters involved, their responses were measured, acknowledging boxing's unpredictability and ever-changing dynamics. During an interview, they addressed questions about the upcoming clash between David Benavidez and David Morrell, but remained hesitant to make any definitive calls.
What's up, Rolly? What you think about the fight, Ro?
Hey man, it was a good fight, man. Especially the last two rounds were really good in the early rounds, I mean, bro, Benavidez' pressure was strong, man. It was a good fight, real good fight.
Benavidez is a monster. I fuck with Benavidez.
Who would you like to see him fight next? Huh? Who would you like to see him fight next?
Canelo, better be it.
I thought it was exciting. I thought it was exhilarating. I thought it was. I thought the fight was really good. I thought maybe if he threw more shots up the middle, he probably would have stopped body shots.
Yeah. Bivol, who has previously sparred with Benavidez, expressed his respect for both fighters, but avoided picking a clear winner. "I don't wish to fight," he stated, maintaining a neutral stance. However, he acknowledged Morrell's talent, mentioning that he had heard a lot about him and considered the knockout artist to be a highly skilled fighter. "When the fight happens, I will watch," Bivol added, showing his interest in seeing how the bout plays out rather than making a prediction. Meanwhile, Artur Beterbiev also chose not to give a definitive opinion on the fight's outcome, keeping his thoughts reserved.
Oh, he's gonna be fucked up tomorrow. You didn't want to fight? Yeah. You didn't want to fight? Who's there to fight? Yeah. Me and my brother said.
"I don't know," the knockout artist said when asked who he thought would win the fight. What's clear, however, is that Benavidez and Morrell present two very different challenges in the ring. The relentless monster Bandera Roda is known for his aggressive pressure, speed, and power, making him a dangerous opponent with a proven track record.
I'm here to show him that, I'm going to keep this energy up, and, he's in for a long, long night. When I tell him I'm going to break his mouth, that's really what I want to do. I'm not playing around. I'm going in there, and that's exactly what I intend on doing.
Do you have a favorite with Benavidez and Morrell? What do you think of the fight, and who do you think should win or is favored to win?
I don't know. I don't care, to be honest, what's going on with them. I just don't care at all.
With the fight now set for Saturday, Garcia is already anticipating what he believes could be one of the greatest matchups in boxing today. That's going to be another fight the boxing world is eagerly waiting for, just like we were excited for Bivol versus Beterbiev. Garcia said in an interview with Fight Hub TV *. "I think this one could be just as good, if not even better."
I just don't care at all. And about Morrell, I didn't see a lot of his fights. I didn't see his fights, to be honest, at all.
The winner of the Benavidez versus Morrell fight is the mandatory now for the winner of this fight.
Arizona's David Benavidez made his light heavyweight debut 4 months ago against Ukraine's Alexander Gvozdyk, securing a 12-round decision victory and claiming the WBC interim light heavyweight title. Benavidez moved up in weight after Canelo Alvarez opted to defend his unified IBF, WBC, and WBO titles last May, leaving him without a title shot at super middleweight. However, if the Arizona native can get past Cuba's David Morrell, he could position himself for a chance at Artur Beterbiev's undisputed light heavyweight crown.
To be honest, I don't think too much about their fight because I have my own business with Beterbiev. But I understand you want to ask me what's next if you win this fight, and I'm focused only on my...
I can't wait for this one, honestly. No matter what happens, I know it's going to be exciting, Garcia said. This is an instant classic. It's going to be a war. A fight that will have everyone on their feet, screaming, because it's going to be non-stop action. Benavidez recently moved up to 175 Ulbs, defeating Alexander Gvozdyk in June to claim the WBC interim light heavyweight title, solidifying his position as a top contender for a shot at Artur Beterbiev. Renowned trainer Robert Garcia has now weighed in on the potential matchup, sharing his thoughts. 210 Boxing TV, I think either one, Benavidez or Morrell, could be capable of dethroning Beterbiev, Garcia said. I can't pick a winner between them because it's such a great fight. It might even be better than what we've just seen. That last fight was good, but it had that "when is the big moment coming" kind of feeling. This one, though, is going to be different.
Benavidez, Morrell. How did that fight go?
It's gonna be sick. See, those are the fights that need to happen, man. Those are the fights that the world wants to see. You know, I was talking about that about Bam, but there's no big names for Bam.
Bivol stuck to his game plan, while Beterbiev kept applying pressure, though many of his punches didn't seem overly powerful. I can see Benavidez or Morrell competing with, and maybe even beating, either one of them, Garcia said. They're both real relentless fighters, and they'll put up a great fight. It's tough to pick a winner between them. He added,
So they don't really know, but he's a real deal. Experience and all that. I gotta go with Benavidez.
Whoever comes out on top between Benavidez and Morrell will be a serious challenge for either Bivol or Beterbiev. All four of them are in a great position to face each other, and any of those matchups would make for an incredible fight. KIPS 2024 has been a tough year for Premier Boxing Champions, PBC. With only 4 pay-per-view events so far and reports of a staggering $900 million debt, the company desperately needs a major win. Fortunately, the highly anticipated showdown between David Benavidez and David Morrell couldn't have come at a better time. This fight has been brewing for years.
Move up to a division where they're chasing the big fights and now they're fighting each other. That's just fucking badass, man. That's gonna be a sick ass fight.
And now fans will finally witness 2 undefeated warriors collide in a bout that could redefine the light heavyweight division. Benavidez, a former super middleweight champion, made a successful jump to 175 Ulbs by defeating Alexander Gvozdyk in June.
That'll be a good fight, a fight that I would like to watch.
Because, a lot of fights, right? We want these fights. They don't get made. Yeah. But this fight is like getting made almost early. It's not even marinated yet,
Securing the WBC interim light heavyweight title. His relentless pressure, power, and aggressive style have made him one of the most feared fighters in the division. Meanwhile, Morrell, an explosive Cuban boxer with a devastating knockout record, has been steadily proving himself as a rising force. Both fighters see this as their golden ticket to a shot at the undisputed light heavyweight championship currently held by Artur Beterbiev. Recently shared their thoughts on the fight, offering insight into how they see the matchup. While both champions expressed respect for the fighters involved, their responses were measured, acknowledging boxing's unpredictability and ever-changing dynamics. During an interview, they addressed questions about the upcoming clash between David Benavidez and David Morrell, but remained hesitant to make any definitive calls. Bivol, who has previously sparred with Benavidez, expressed his respect for both fighters, but avoided picking a clear winner. I don't wish to fight, he stated, maintaining a neutral stance. However, he acknowledged Morrell's talent, mentioning that he had heard a lot about him and considered the knockout artist to be a highly skilled fighter.